Go. Happy midday. We got the Super Bowl coming up in about 4 days here. I'm thinking about streaming the game on the main channel. I think I've only streamed the Super Bowl like one time. But I think I might do it this year. I don't have any Super Bowl party plans or anything. So I might stream that game. Probably will. I was looking at some of these prop bets for the Super Bowl. Now, I don't like this. This is DraftKings. I don't really like this site. Honestly, the bookie that I use, they have a site that's better than DraftKings. But anyway, what is this one? Touchdown scores. I probably will bet this, actually. Saquon Barkley, plus 450 to be the first person to score a touchdown. That's a good one. The anytime touchdown score is an obvious one, but it's minus 195. It's not even worth the money. To put down $200 to win $100. But I really like this one right here. 2 touchdowns or more at plus 285. That sounds like a winner. If the Eagles are going to win, he's going to have to score more than 1 touchdown, and I think he will. I think he will. He's the best player on the field. Now, this is where people get confused a lot of time with betting. Jalen Hurts, first touchdown scorer. That means that can't be a passing touchdown. So it's got to be a rushing touchdown or a receiving touchdown for the quarterback. That's why it's plus 650. And if he scores 2 rushing touchdowns, plus 550. So this is an interesting one here. At plus 900, Kareem Hunt, the first player to score a touchdown. That's very possible. That might be worth throwing down 20 or 30 bucks on just because of how much it pays out. Travis Kelce's another one. First touchdown scorer, plus 1,000. So the odds on those are actually pretty good considering the payout, I think. I'm not going to do anything stupid like crazy, like bet on the coin toss or the fucking color of the jerseys or whatever. Let's look at some of those stupid ones. They don't really have that many on this site. Novelty props. Here we go. See, it's got the coin toss on there. Who wins the coin toss? Will it be heads or tails? Gatorade color. Look at this shit. Well, you gotta be a real degenerate for this here. Purple, orange, yellow, green, red, blue, clear, or no Gatorade bath. Look, no Gatorade bath at all, plus 1,500. Now, isn't there a Gatorade bath at every Super Bowl? I mean, has there ever been one since Gatorade was invented that there wasn't one? I don't know. I don't think so. What's the over-under on the whether or not the defense scores? That's a good question. Defensive props. What do we got here? This is all players. That's what I say about this. I don't like I don't like DraftKings setup. Now, if DraftKings wants to sponsor the channel, I'll pretend like I like it. Yeah. But they're not, so I'm not going to pretend that. Let's see here. Sacks, tackles, solo tackles. Let me go here. Interceptions. Well, you can bet on individual players, it looks like, but it doesn't really see a whole lot in here as far as team, though. You see what I mean? Maybe it's under special teams props. Oh, here you go. Harrison Butker. 2 or more field goals. In order to make any money betting on Harrison Butker, he's got to make at least 3 field goals. That'd be plus 215. 4 plus field goals plus 660. Oh. So that tells me to stay away from that. What about total interceptions? Got to go back to defensive props for that, I think. Before I do that, though, let me check this out. Super Bowl specials. What is this? They're calling it Swifty specials. You know, you got to do shit again. Come on, man. Swifty specials. You can bet that Kansas City will lead by at least 14 points at some point in the game for plus 225. Saquon Barkley to have a 50-plus yard long rush. So he's got to break one off and you win 350. How many flags will be thrown? Not on this site. They don't have very good prop bets on here. Like I wasn't like, you know, what color dress is fucking Taylor Swift gonna wear, or, you know, is Tech 9 gonna be on the sideline, you know, or are they gonna put Tech 9 on the video, you know, something like that. I'm trying to figure out other famous people from Kansas City. The most famous one to me is Tech 9. That's my man. Look at this. Patrick Mahomes to have 400 plus passing yards, plus 3,000. Damn. That might be worth betting on just for the fucking payout. I'm sure you probably can bet on the flag thing, just not on here. I don't think they do any stupid shit on here. I wish they did, though. You remember that old offshore betting site that we used to promote? Bet US, which is funny because it's not even located in the US. It was a big troll job, but they did let you bet on all that stupid shit. I don't know, the DraftKings needs to step their game up. I don't even know what this means. DK squares? What does that mean? Oh, this is like you know when you do like the Super Bowl squares at like at work or whatever. That's what this is. Yeah, I'm not doing that. I mean, you may as well just throw a dart at a dartboard with that there. Now this should be easy. Super Bowl MVP. Of course, Patrick Mahomes. It's funny that Jalen Hurts. You would think the two quarterbacks, because quarterbacks most often win the MVPs in Super Bowl for obvious reasons. You would think that Jalen Hurts would be number 2. But he's not. He's number 3. They got Saquon Barkley at plus 260. Putting money on an overtime game. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, the line's only 1.5. I mean, just statistically, though, it's not going to go to overtime, but obviously possible. I kind of hope it doesn't. I mean, it's going to be a 5-hour fucking game anyway. It only needed to be 6. Anyway, who we got in here today? Goose is in here. What's up, Yoda? Jay Shipes. Jay, have you talked to Paul about going on the cruise? Now he's saying he can't go again. First he said he was going, then he canceled his trip, then he said he's still gonna go. Now he's saying he's not going again. Millis Vanillis is in here. Droid. I think I said Jeremy already. VicTube, Hoghead, Colby. He ain't got no interest in it. Well, that's too bad. Yeah, so the plan is, I think what we're going to do is square away. We're only doing like 3 events. We talked about this a couple weeks ago. So I think next Monday on the Lunch Money Show, we'll figure out all the events and everything. We still have to figure out the draft process. I don't care whether we do it on the air before the cruise or if we do it on the cruise. I don't really care. It might actually be easier to do it on the cruise, because at least we know who's there and who's competing. At this point, I have no fucking idea who's going. I mean, I have somewhat of an idea, but I don't know all of them. And I can't... I guess I could get a list from Fools, but... it changes every day, you know. It seems like. But yeah, rock, paper, scissors, I think, is one we'll keep. I'll put my name in the hat for that one there. Yeah, we do. Yeah, we just signed a 5-star long snapper. Now I didn't even know those existed, but hey, I'll take it. It's a 5-star player. Think we should do it before? If I can get a comprehensive list of people that we know are going on the cruise, I don't have any problem with doing it before. You know. Vic, do you want to be the one that gets the list of people? Can you work your VicTube magic? Find out who's going? That would be good. Anyway, now that it's the off season, I'm considering I think Fools has a list. I don't think it's as easy as just like, you know, him pulling up a list. I think he has to like go into the account and like try to figure out who everybody, because nobody's using their YouTube names on there. Like he's already texted me a couple times being like, who's this person? I'm like, I don't know. I know most of these people by their YouTube name, not their real name. So it'll take a few minutes to figure out, I'm sure. Yeah, I got you, Jay. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I'm considering reinstituting the news segment on the Midday Show. I know that's VicTube's favorite segment. I kept it. I didn't do it during the season mainly because there was, sports stuff to talk about, and also really mainly this year because of the election was just pissing me off. Everything was about the election. Only problem is the election is over, but things really haven't settled down yet. I'm sure 80% of the news is still about Donald Trump, and whatever he's doing, and people don't like or do like or whatever. And I don't think that's going away anytime soon either. I don't know. What do y'all think? I guess I could look up some sports news. Of course, that's going to be all about the Super Bowl. I did read some news this morning. A former Ohio State player got charged with aggravated strangling. That we're going back 20 years or something. This guy apparently strangled his girlfriend back in like 2001 or something. And apparently he's admitted to it. What's up, Nick? Now, this is an interesting... Yeah, Clemson lost last night to fucking Georgia Tech in overtime. Yeah, Clemson lost to Georgia Tech. That's no bueno. Georgia Tech's terrible. They got to play Duke this Saturday, too.
Breaking news from the PigskinPeete YouTube channel.
I'll tell you in a minute, Lou. The name of the hotel I booked the other day is the Days Inn. It's in Cocoa Beach, Florida. It should say Port Canaveral. It's a Days Inn, though. I think it's the only Days Inn in Cocoa Beach, so it shouldn't be hard to find. It's like 10 minutes away from the port, or maybe less than that. Yeah, I would probably go ahead and book it now because I don't know how many. I mean, I assume there's probably going to be a lot of people that are going on that cruise that are staying there because it's so close. And I think I ended up paying $130 plus taxes and fees, so it was like $180 for one night. Which I think it went up from a few months ago when we first looked at it, but it is what it is. So that's where I'm staying, and I think that's where pretty much everybody's staying. I know Vic already got his. I think it was Vic. Maybe it was somebody. No, Nate. Somebody got the room there already because we were going to move it to somewhere else. But a couple of people had already booked their room there, so we just decided to stay there. So, seeing a lot of this going on, comparing the dynasties of the Chiefs and the Patriots, who's got the edge. This is a stupid fucking argument. I'm just going to go ahead and tell you that right now. Until Patrick Mahomes wins as many Super Bowls as Tom Brady and the Patriots did, then they're still the on the top. I mean, I don't know what we're debating here. Would it be impressive? And what, first of all, what Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid together have done is, I mean, impressive. I don't know what other word to use than impressive. If they win 3 in a row, that'll be impressive too. But win 7 of them. And maybe he will. But he hasn't yet. So I don't even know what we're debating there. So the answer is no. And also, I don't think they're going to win. What do you think about that? I think the Eagles are going to win. I don't know if there's any sort of injury things I need to know about. As far as I know, all the stars are playing. Saquon Barkley, Kareem Hunt, the both quarterbacks, Travis Kelce. Who's the Eagles tight end? Goddard. So, shouldn't be hearing any excuses about, well, so-and-so was injured, so that's why the other team won. Of course, we'll probably hear that anyway. Super Bowl ticket prices are sliding despite the Chiefs going for a three-peat and President Trump attending. Why is he going to the game? Bro, like, at some point, first of all, you're already president. You're not campaigning anymore. Just stay away. All that shit does is cause problems for people. You know, like normal people that are trying to get there. Whenever a president shows up, it fucks everything up. Stay home, bro. Go, watch it from Mar-a-Lago or wherever. Ticket prices are over $3,000. Yeah, that's why I've never been to one, probably never will go to one, because I'm not fucking paying that. And the only way I'm going to a Super Bowl is if somebody takes me or gives me a ticket. Or if I win the lottery, I guess, you know. But outside of those three things, zero chance Pigskin Pete's ever stepping foot inside of a Super Bowl. Because that's ridiculous. But if I win the Powerball, not only am I going, take some of my friends with me too. Why not? Super Bowl tickets will never be cheap, but this week they're certainly cheaper, and a trend that's been since Super Bowl, and now they want me to know the Roman numerals. I think that's 53. The L is a 50, right? Yeah, 53. That featured the February 2019 matchup between the New England Patriots and the Los Angeles Rams in Atlanta. The early week get-in price for the cheapest available tickets is threatening to fall below $4,000. Oh, my God, what a travesty. Oh, threatening to fall below $4,000 per ticket. The get-in price represents the cheapest available ticket on the secondary market, according to market data from Ticket IQ. Tuesday's pricing for the rematch of the Kansas City Chiefs and the Philadelphia Eagles at Caesars Superdome continues to dramatically drop. As of late afternoon Tuesday, a foursome of upper bowl seats were available for $4,122 per ticket. Oh, fucking, what does it cost to sit in the lower bowl? Twice that, probably? Yeah. Yeah, the NFL doesn't make enough money already. Now they got to charge $4,000 per ticket and say you're getting a deal. Talking about pissing down your leg and telling you it's rain. Holy shit. You're getting a deal, man. It's only $4,000. Come on, man. Open that checkbook up. This is, for some reason, a big deal to people that the end zones at the Super Bowl will not say end racism, which, of course, have only been on there since 2020. Before that, they didn't say that, and it's not going to now, apparently. And over the past 5 years, I'm pretty sure them putting that in the end zone did not end shit. So, I mean, I'm all for ending racism, but painting it in an NFL end zone is not going to do shit to accomplish that. I promise you. The best way to end racism is don't be a racist. It's actually pretty simple. I mean, I think it is anyway. Is anybody rooting for the? I mean, outside of Kansas City, like, does anybody want the Chiefs to win? I don't think so. They are the new Patriots as far as that goes. They're the Alabama of the 2010s. They're the Patriots of the early 2000s. You know, they're the Nebraska of the 90s, whatever, or 80s, or whatever fuck decade they were good. Speaking of them, canceling the spring game because they think they're important, which they're not. But anyway, does anybody want the Chiefs to win? 4,000 is cheap for a foursome. Well, when you put it like that, yeah, nobody wants the Chiefs to win. Well, there's two reasons you would want the Chiefs to win. Maybe three. One, you're a Chiefs fan. All right, that's obvious. Reason number two, you hate the Eagles. Which, you know, if you're a Giants fan or a Redskins fan or who else is in that fucking division? Whatever. If you're in one of those fans, then you probably just hate the Chiefs and you want them to lose. All right, that's acceptable too. Third reason is maybe you don't really give a shit, like me. But there's one of your favorite college players from your college team plays on the team. Like for me, well, there's a bunch of Clemson players playing in the games on both sides on both teams, so I'd have to choose let's say that DeAndre Hopkins is my favorite player that's in the NFL from Clemson. Well, he plays for the Chiefs, so I would root for the Chiefs. So, but outside of that, I don't really. I haven't really talked to anybody that wants the Chiefs to win. I'm a redskin till I'm a dead skin. Damn. Colby wants to know if he can be racist again. Yeah, of course you can. Trump's in office now. You can do whatever you want. Who cares? All right. Where is the fucking Super Bowl? Is it in New Orleans? It's in New Orleans, isn't it? I don't know. For some reason, I kept thinking it was in Vegas, but that's not right. I think it's in Vegas next year. Yeah, 12-foot ninja is actually a Native American. He's allowed to say red. Well, I'm allowed to say redskin too, but he's really allowed to say it. You know, Slim, I actually believe that you're a little bit. You have a little bit of a Native American look to you, and I don't mean that like in a bad way. I'm just saying I can see it. I can see the 2% Native American in you, unlike Elizabeth Warren. You're more Native American than she is. See, you even said it. You might need to get on those casino deals, man. What are you doing? You could be a millionaire right now. The only tribe I belong to is the degenerate tribe. Uh, 2025 Super Bowl declining to follow lead of Donald Trump's White House. NFL will continue DEI initiatives. Oh my God! See, this is why I don't want to read the fucking news. I'm trying to read about sports, and of course Donald Trump comes up in every other fucking article. Even just talking about the Super Bowl. Roger Goodell responds saying it's a ridiculous theory about officials helping the Chiefs. Now, him saying that doesn't really help the whatever cause, because, of course, you know, who's going to believe anything he says? He's just adding fuel to the fire. As the Kansas City Chiefs prepare to face the Philadelphia Eagles in the Super Bowl, NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell dismisses claims that the league is unfairly helping the two-time defending champions. I mean, what's he supposed to say? Oh, yeah, of course we're helping the Chiefs. I mean, what? How is this even news? He quoted as saying, "That's a ridiculous theory for anyone who might take it seriously." Oh, well. It reflects a lot of fans' passion, and I think it's also a reminder to us how important officiating is. Well, how important is it? Because I don't think they're helping the Chiefs, but they're just not any good. So how important is it? Is it important to start paying them more, maybe? And giving them more training? How about that? I mean, you're charging $4,000 a fucking ticket to the Super Bowl. I think you can afford to pay your full-time referees a little bit more money and hold them a little bit more accountable for their performance, like any other fucking corporation would do. He cited the Chiefs' 15-2 regular season record as a sign of competitive balance in the league due to repeated games they won by just one possession. He said that the league is evaluating officials' performance on the field as well as their personal lives to limit bias in the enforcement of league rules. Their personal lives? What are you doing, hacking into their cell phone? I mean, what the fuck? What does that even mean? Things that go on in their lives, and we have very tight control over that. What? Hold on now. He actually said that out loud? A tight control over their personal lives. We monitor it very closely in a number of ways. I got to know what ways. I mean, no wonder why no one wants to work for you. So they ask him about using technology instead of humans. Of course, we saw this in baseball, and baseball's used it to a certain degree. Right now, football really hasn't done anything as far as that goes. He says it's complicated to implement that part of spotting the ball for first downs and touchdowns. I don't think it is complicated at all, actually. If you're just using to find out where the ball was, whether it crossed over the threshold of the goal line or the first down line or whatever, it seems like that'd be pretty easy to do in today's world, but that's just me. And by the way, that's going to happen eventually. So he can say how difficult it is all he wants. It's just a matter of time before you see at least that. So, big news story there. Roger Goodell says there's no cheating in football. So, thank God we cleared that up. This is old news. This was last week, I think, when Cam Newton. I didn't even realize Cam Newton was on ESPN now. Like, he's on like one of those shows. First thing he was doing, and I like Cam Newton, but come on, man. He was bitching about, he He made like $150 million. However much it was an insane amount of money playing in the NFL. Almost $200 million, I think. And that was just his NFL pay. That didn't even count all of his endorsements. He had endorsements with Gatorade and fucking all kinds of endorsements. And now he's saying, well, I got 8 kids or whatever it is, and it feels bad. I can't provide for them the way that I used to. What? Bro, you made $150 million. If you don't what are we talking about here? Why don't you just say you mismanaged your money and now you got to work at ESPN? The average person who's fucking roofing a house for $60,000 a year doesn't want to listen to Cam Newton bitch about how he doesn't have enough money when he made $150 million fucking dollars. Shut up, dude. Talk about being out of touch. But anyway, everyone was mad about him saying that he would not trade his NFL MVP award that he got in 2015 for a Super Bowl win, which they did go to the Super Bowl that year and lost famously because, well, they just got their asses kicked, really. But, everyone points to the fumble that he didn't even attempt to try to get as a reason for the loss. I don't really think that's the reason they lost, but it is a bad look. Also, the reason he's saying that is because he did win an NFL MVP award and he did not win a Super Bowl. So what's he supposed to say? I mean, of course he's going to say that. Now, this is a big fat fucking lie right here by our boy Jason Kelsey. He says he doesn't care who wins the Super Bowl because obviously he played for the Eagles before he retired, and his brother currently plays on the Chiefs. I don't believe him. I think he's rooting for the Chiefs and his brother. I mean, I would be. I mean, it's great that he played for the Eagles and all that, but that's just a business transaction. Family is a lot more important than who you worked for. Especially since the Eagles and any NFL franchise, for that matter, don't give a fuck about you. You're just a means for them to make more money. It's a business transaction. I'm assuming his brother does give a fuck about him. So, that was a lie. Talk about pleading the fifth on that one. Joshua says the Eagles are winning the Super Bowl. We'll see. I tend to agree with you. Now, this has got to be bullshit. Please tell me this is a fake story. Bill Belichick wants the Super Bowl trophy named after Tom Brady. No, he doesn't. That can't be real. Let's see if there's any facts of this at all. Bill Belichick is over the Lombardi Trophy. Instead of a longtime New England Patriots head coach wants it renamed to honor the quarterback who won 6 trophies. He won 6 trophies. Belichick, now the head coach at North Carolina, proposed the idea of renaming the iconic Super Bowl trophy after Tom Brady on the show Let's Go. He could have been serious. He's trolling y'all. I see what's going on here. I'm not falling for it. Here's the quote. Maybe they should name it the Tom Brady Trophy or the Brady Trophy. He won 7 of them. Yeah, he's not being serious. Stop it. Stop. Here.
Players win games. You can't win games without good players. I don't care who the coach is. It's impossible. You can't win without good players.
No shit.
You know, I found out when I had Taylor and Banks and Harry Carson, Pepper Johnson, Jim Burt, Everson Walls, all those guys of the Giants. And same thing, you know, when we got good at Cleveland and then at New England. I mean, it's, you know, it's Brady, it's McGinnis, it's Vrabel, it's Brewski, it's Corey Dillon, it's Randy Moss, Troy Brown, Lawyer Malloy, Ty Law, Rodney Harrison. Those are the guys that won the games. Man, I didn't make any tackles. I didn't make any kicks. That was Vinatieri that made that kick in 4 inches of snow. You got to have good players. And as a coach, you want to give your players a chance to win. You want to put them in a position where if they go out there and play well, they'll have a chance to win. That's what Coach Parcells taught me is there's always a way to win. You just got to figure out what it is, and you have to give the players a chance.
They don't name it the Star Trophy. It's named the Lombardi Trophy.
Maybe they should name it the Brady Trophy.
Yeah.
7 of them.
Yeah, so there you go. Clearly, he was making a joke. But it worked. It got me to click on it. That's what that's what their whole point of that title was to get idiots like me to click on it, and it worked. So, yeah, there's not any real, outside of Donald Trump going into the game, which, whatever, and, people complaining about the referees, there's really like not any exciting news stories leading into the Super Bowl, at least none that I can tell. Good morning, sir. How you doing?
Pete, I used to be a racist. And I saw that sign in the end zone,
yeah,
to end racism, and I stopped being a racist. I stopped watching NASCAR.
I know.
Altogether.
I'm sure all those people that are marching up and down the street of whatever podunk town in the South in fucking white hoods every Saturday are all fixed now. They're all normal people now.
You know what the big bet is for the Super Bowl? How many times will you either see Donald Trump or Taylor Swift?
Now they should
get the most views.
They should. They should have a prop bet on that.
I think there is a prop bet out there.
I'm sure there is. I'll say Taylor Swift about 5 times, and less than that for Trump.
It could be either way.
Yeah.
The Super Bowl is on Fox, so you got to consider that too.
Well, yeah, I didn't think about that, but they'll probably show Trump like once or twice. He'll stand up and wave to everybody. And
he's the only standing president to go to a Super Bowl.
Is that true?
Yeah.
I don't know. I kind of wish he would stay away from it. The man love. I think he wants the attention. He's such an attention whore. Oh yeah, he loves the attention.
Oh my God! That he will find any way, any means to constantly and consistently be on your television, and he's damn good at it.
Yeah, I don't know with the amount of people that want him 6 feet under. I don't know if I'd be going somewhere like that.
He's probably inundated with Secret Service now. So.
Yeah, see, that's the problem. It causes a problem for everybody else because just him getting into the stadium probably fucks everything up.
Yep. Possibly.
No.
Anyway, you mentioned Cam Newton too, just real quick. You remember that 2015 loss for the Super Bowl where he acted like a big damn baby after the game.
Yes.
Take interviews, just acted like a pure child. And I look at Cam Newton, he looks like a freaking clown to me these days. And he says things to be controversial. I really believe that he's an attention whore too.
Yeah, he's trying to stay relevant. It wasn't as long as even like 6 months ago, he was trying to say he's still one of the best 10 quarterbacks in the country. He should, he was doing the same thing that Colin Kaepernick was doing, except for, they had different reasons for not being on a team. But, yeah, and now he's on ESPN. Yeah, ESPN's about unwatchable. Unless you're watching an actual sporting event. It's just
now I only watch ESPN primarily for the SEC, to watch any of the SEC games.
Yeah, but their daytime shows are hell. SportsCenter's not even any good anymore. It used to be the best thing on TV was Sports Center. Used to watch it every day.
Yeah.
You know,
Well, surprise, Pete. He's on there with Stephen A. Smith and Shannon Sharp.
oh my God.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Well, no, that's not a surprise. You know, I don't know. And he wears these fucking ridiculous hats too. That's his other thing.
That's why I say he's a damn clown. I mean, if Barnum and Bailey was still around, he'd make a great clown to fall out of the damn small car.
I will give him some credit though. I mean, at least he was being honest about, I don't really give a fuck about the team. I only care about myself. I mean, hey, I think we kind of already knew that. So at least he didn't lie about it. It would have been very easy for him to be like, oh, no, I'd trade my MVP for a Super Bowl, but he didn't.
Right.
And that's why I think he was serious, because I think he is all about himself.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe. I think Slim's absolutely correct in that assumption. Oh, by the way, Belichick didn't mention Aaron Hernandez, did he?
No.
When he's talking about all these great players he had, no mention of Aaron Hernandez.
Yeah, no, yeah, probably a good thing.
Because he was a killer player,
I see what you did there, Scott.
Yeah.
Do you like that or no?
Yeah, him and OJ were both killer players.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Did you see I don't know if you saw the post that Uncle Lou made on Twitter yesterday. He said that Battle Angel asked him, why do they call OJ the juice? Damn. Oh, man. I said, tell her that his previous nickname was PB and J. It's funny, too, because I told Mrs. Peete, I said, you want to hear what Battle Angel said? And I told her, she goes, well, why do they call him that? I said, damn, both of you are dumb. At least Mrs. Pete's blonde. She has a excuse. Yeah.
1 + 1 does not equal chair, ladies.
Yeah.
So who is going to win the Super Bowl, you think? Or who are you rooting for?
Well, I'm rooting who I'm betting on. I think I'm betting on the Eagles, so I'm going to root for them.
Eagles.
Yeah.
Eagles.
I don't really like the Eagles, but I like money. So.
Well, I like the Eagles for the simple reason they have, at least, I think, 6 players defensively that were former Georgia players.
Yeah.
Kobe Dean, to name a few. I mean, it's a long list, but Patrick Mahomes. Everyone tells you don't bet against Patrick Mahomes.
Well, history would tell you not to.
Yeah.
But, I mean, even Tom Brady lost to some Super Bowl. He didn't win every Super Bowl he played in.
True.
He didn't.
So.
And maybe it's that time. You just never know. Maybe it's time.
Well, and that's why I say you really can't compare Brady and Mahomes, because even if Mahomes hit 7 like Brady did, Mahomes lost head-to-head to Brady in the Super Bowl badly, by the way.
Well, if he gets to 7 Super Bowls, then you have to start comparing stats and all that shit. But
well, I agree, and that's part of the reason I think Brady's the greatest of all time, is not only does he have all the rings, but he has every record to go with it.
Yeah. And Brady did it with virtually a new team every year. That's one thing about Belichick, is he had a rotating cast coming in and out of there. The only guy that was really constant in there was Brady.
Yeah, well, Julian Edelman stayed with him for a while, too. And Gronk, I guess.
Yeah, I guess Gronk was sort of like his Travis Kelce, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Julian Edelman was a slow white guy.
That's
I mean, he was a DEI
he could
hire.
catch the damn ball, though, Slim, remember. Guy
Yeah,
could
but
catch the ball.
but he was a DEI hire, so.
And then he
He was. Oh, I didn't know
DEI hire.
going on back then.
Then he replaced. They got rid of Edelman and replaced him with another fast white guy. Who was it? Amendola, I think is his name.
Well, I mean, no, he was hired because he could catch. But.
There you go.
He was a quarterback in high school.
Ball.
Yeah, so in my mind, Mahomes has to win more Super Bowls than Brady in order to pass him because of the head-to-head. Remember, Brady beat Mahomes twice. So
Yeah.
I think Brady's going to keep that record for a good while.
How many does Mahomes have? 4?
Three.
3? Oh, he's still got a long way to go, bro.
Yeah, he needs 4 more to tie and 5 more to pass.
Yeah.
That's a tough hill to climb.
Yeah, I don't know if he'll get there or not. And how much longer does Andy Reid have left? I mean, I know he's not like 80 years old.
You look at Andy Reid and his health and everything else. Yeah.
It's a minor miracle that motherfucker hadn't had a heart attack on the sideline.
That's what I'm saying. Like, he's not Pete Carroll. He's not going to be out there at 73 years old stomping around the sidelines throwing a football.
Yeah, no. He'd have a fucking aneurysm.
How old is Andy Reid? Like 60 something? I guess.
I think he is in his 60s, yeah.
Let's look that up. Let's look it up.
But that man has never seen a sandwich he didn't like. I mean, God almighty. He's been fat his entire career.
He's 66.
That may have been the funniest thing about 2020 when everybody was wearing masks on the sideline. I don't know where Andy Reid got these big puffed up masks from, but he was running around the sideline looking like a fucking angry bird.
Oh, he was wearing a pair of pants around his face, I think.
God damn.
But
oh man,
he can't be. So they're saying he's 70. You said he's 66. They're typing he was 70. I don't know. But either way, he ain't got that many years left. Is what I'm trying to say.
You know what I've noticed this year too is the reveal of the Super Bowl commercials. They're already showing them.
They are.
Yeah, they're showing some of them. I mean, if you have Uber Eats came out with theirs, and it has like Matthew McConaughey, Kevin Bacon, and Martha Stewart.
Oh my God!
It's really talking that the National Football League does not stand for football; it stands for food ball. And then they go through all the history of football of where food comes in.
Yeah, I saw. I don't know if it was a Super Bowl commercial, but there's already a commercial out with Matthew McConaughey and Jerry Rice about food.
Jerry Rice and Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Maybe I'm just getting like an old curmudgeon or something, but it seems like the Super Bowl commercials have gone downhill the past few years.
They have.
They have. Well, because they used to be able to make fun of certain groups of people, and now they can't do that anymore.
Can't do that anymore. No.
Well, they can. They're just too afraid to.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't have a problem doing it.
Yeah.
But they'll never hire me.
Well, that's true.
But see, here's the thing. I make fun of everybody equally, so it's okay.
Exactly.
I wonder if there's going to be some Shane Gillis Bud Light commercials on.
There needs to be.
Yeah.
Actually, I'd even take it a step farther, Pete. I think the Super Bowl commercials were better back in the 90s.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah, they were almost all good. And like now you have to like watch all night just to find one that's good. Of course, the beer commercials used to be nothing but women in bikinis. You know. Well, that's completely changed.
Well, you can't have that anymore.
No.
Really, they're not the only ones, though. Like, you can't have the Bond girls in James Bond movies anymore either.
Yeah.
Which I think whoever the next James Bond is going to be may have something to say about that.
Yeah.
The best Bud Light commercials back in the day were the Real Men of Genius. You remember those?
Oh, yeah. Those were great.
Those were terrific.
Yes.
What ad agency came up with that campaign? was amazing.
That's a meme now, but yeah.
Do they still do the bikini bowl thing or the lingerie bowl? I think is what it's called.
Lingerie bowl, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, but if it isn't still a thing, it needs to be.
Yeah, I think you had to pay like $20 to watch it. Of course, we were horny teenagers. We all pitched in $5. I got 5 on it.
We'll come up with $20.
A bunch of Victoria's Secret models running around in underwear. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they had the puppy bowl too. Remember that?
Right.
Yeah.
Of course, we don't need to pay $20 anymore. But yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because of inflation, it's 40.
No, I meant that. Well, we can see that whenever we want to.
Yeah, he's basically saying porn's free now.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. Well, the lingerie bowl is not exactly porn, but I see where you're going with this here. Yeah.
The new James Bond is a guy named Stuart Martin, little known guy, Scottish actor.
That's not what I saw. The one I saw said they cast Henry Cavill to do it.
Well, Henry's name has been thrown out there, but supposedly, following series Thompson fan films, Hollywood heavyweight Henry Cavill, Tom Hardy, and Aaron Taylor Johnson have been all previously suggested as potential successors for the iconic 007 role. However, a new name has now been thrown in the mix, and his name is Stuart Martin. So who knows?
I don't know who any of those people are. I know who Tom Hardy is.
Yeah.
But that's
Henry
it.
Cavill, Superman.
I get it. Which one? The latest one?
Yeah, the most recent one, the one that was in
Justice
Man of
League.
Steel and Justice League.
Yeah. See, I haven't watched any of
Batman
those.
versus Superman. Yeah, that was Henry Cavill.
Henry Cavill, yeah.
Yeah.
There's only one Superman. I can't get on board with these newer ones.
Christopher Reeve?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Christopher Reeve.
Well,
yeah.
you wouldn't want to you didn't want to see Nicolas Cage as Superman in the
No.
80s?
No.
God, Nicolas Cage is Superman. Wow.
I think that would have been amazing.
Who
Really?
wants Nicolas Cage as Superman?
Somebody at a movie studio, because it almost happened.
Wow.
Well, I'm glad it didn't happen. But.
That would have been a comedy, not a fucking superhero
It would
movie.
have been a comedy more than a real, more like an action, hero type of.
Well, if you listen to the plot they were putting together, you're not far off. Yeah, it would have been a comedy.
Look, as a vampire, Nicolas Cage is right to fuck on. I mean, he is. That's in his wheelhouse. Any kind of mental instability, that's Nicolas Cage.
Yeah, the best movie he ever made was Leaving Las Vegas. You ever seen that?
I've seen it.
I mean, it's depressing, but it's good.
I'm not sure if that's the best movie he's ever made.
What's that one that's always on TV like every week?
Con Air.
No, National Treasure.
National Treasure.
Yeah.
I love Matchstick
That
Men.
wasn't a bad movie.
No, it was good.
Yeah, that's a good
I love
one.
Matchstick Men when him as a grifter. That was a great one.
Oh yeah, Matchstick Men's good.
My favorite movie with him is kind of a toss-up between either Face Off or The Rock.
Oh, Face Off is a damn, that's a silly movie, but that's a damn good movie, too.
I forgot about that movie.
And that's right in his wheelhouse because he kind of plays a nut job.
Oh, he is a damn nut job in that, yeah.
Oh yeah, Con Air, another one too.
No, that's a good movie. I liked Con Air. Had a hell of a cast all around. I mean, John Malkovich is a great actor.
I did like National Treasure, but it was kind of, so far-fetched. Like them going and stealing the Declaration of Independence and all that shit, fucking Mission Impossible style, hanging from the ceiling and all that shit. It's like, come on, man.
Well, isn't that the point of a movie, though?
I guess. I mean, it's kind of a comedy, too. I like the history part of it, but...
I mean, it's nowhere near as far-fetched as fucking Transformers.
Yeah, I mean, movie.
Yeah, right. The Rock. Got to remember The Rock, too. That was a good movie he was in.
I mean, movies are supposed to be far-fetched, but...
I'll tell you one thing. That new Rock movie, the Christmas movie that came out this year, was actually pretty good.
Yeah, it wasn't bad with him and Chris Evans.
Yeah, where
I
he's
saw that
like
on
the
Prime.
he's like the personal security guard for Santa Claus.
Yeah.
Yeah. Santa Claus gets abducted.
One last great movie I thought Nick Cage was in, and started his career, Raised in Arizona.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
Oh man, it's a Coen Brothers movie. Very funny movie.
Oh, Gone in 60 Seconds was good. Yeah, I don't know. It was.
Yeah, Gone in 60 Seconds was good.
I like
Yeah.
It's all right.
cars. I'm a car guy. I like cars, so I'm kind of a sucker for it. You got me.
Oh yeah, and that Mustang he was driving, that was a badass car he had.
Well, the most realistic movie ever made was Leaving Las Vegas. I mean, a movie about a guy drinking himself to death in a Las Vegas hotel is like, that's happening right now by like 1,000 different people.
Yeah, probably.
So that was almost me. I'm glad I left Las Vegas. I'd be dead by now.
So that makes it a good movie because that actually happens to people.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think, like, Vic, you said a movie has to be far-fetched to be good. I don't think so. Like,
Well, I didn't say that it has to be. I'm just saying that there's nothing wrong with a movie being far-fetched.
well, no, but like I watched, it was chopped to hell. It come on TV, but I watched Troy with Brad Pitt.
Oh, that's a good movie. Yeah.
That's a good
Yeah,
movie.
like I would love to see historical movies like that make a comeback.
I do too. I like that type of movie. Yeah, absolutely.
I'm a history nerd though, so
Yeah,
Well,
Troy
I
is
mean,
good.
I might have mentioned this to you guys, but Gladiator 2, do not waste your money on that
I saw it.
Well, I liked it.
Finally saw it.
Why? I
I
liked
thought it was. I thought it was a
thought-
lazy rewrite of Gladiator 1.
Yeah, I thought it was good.
The storyline was not great. I'll give Scott that. But of course, the
battle scenes were amazing.
Yeah, the action sequence was
I'll
great.
give you credit for that, but
well, I mean,
the
fuck,
rewrite
Star Wars look great, like all Star Wars movies do, but the story's fucking terrible.
yeah.
Which one are you talking about? The new ones or the sequels?
The one part about that Gladiator 2 movie, they had those two
Yeah,
what are
the
they?
sequels.
Emperors of Rome or whatever. Is that what they are? Emperors?
Yeah.
And they were twin brothers, and they were both, super gay. It was just like, what?
They were zesty. Yeah.
Whatever. That whole thing was weird. Like, is that even historically accurate? Was there ever like twin brothers?
No, it was. That's the thing. I don't think there was anything historically. I mean, I checked.
The first one wasn't
Did the Coliseum
historically
was the
accurate.
Coliseum able to hold water?
Yeah,
Supposedly it was.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
Supposedly
Yeah.
split.
yeah. They filled it up with water from the fucking sea. I don't know where you can get
But
that much
sharks
water.
in the damn
Oh, yeah, they had
water?
sharks
Give
in
me a
there.
fucking break.
Sharks.
They probably didn't have sharks, but they did fill it with water. I don't think
Yeah.
they had sharks though. But
How do you drain
I
it?
mean,
First, how do you capture sharks back then?
Yeah.
How the hell would you capture a shark? It makes, it's just a dumbass movie. I mean, not a dumb movie, just a disappointment of a movie.
Well, watching people getting torn apart by sharks was pretty entertaining.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
You know, look, Jaws is my favorite damn movie of all time. Of all time. That's my favorite movie. Because not because of the violence of the shark or anything like that. It's just that is a well done movie line. I mean, the script, the actors, everything about that movie is fantastic.
They used underwater aqueducts. Well, Colby did just go to Rome and did go to the Colosseum, so I believe him.
Yeah.
Colby is correct.
But how did they get the water in there?
yeah, he went there, so he would know.
You'd have to have some kind of pump to pump the water in there. And they didn't have pumps back then, did they?
Yeah, the aqueduct.
I think they had a form of manual pumps, yeah. But somebody's sitting there getting whipped 23 hours a day to keep pumping his little
Yeah.
pump.
Right,
Yeah.
yeah.
And he says that they did bring sharks in there.
Oh, they-
Really?
Wow.
I mean, there are rivers that went inland from the ocean into Italy, and I mean, at least 2-3 times a year, we get a report in Memphis somebody's seen a shark in the Mississippi River.
Oh yeah, they've been seeing us all the way up as far as Ohio and maybe even Minnesota.
Yeah. So I mean, they do swim up rivers. So
Yeah, those are bull sharks that do that.
Well, I'm just looking at it, and there's no historical evidence that sharks were ever in the Coliseum.
Right.
Well, Colby was lied to. Don't tell me Colby was paid $30 for a tour and they lied to him.
maybe something got lost in translation.
Well, maybe
Yeah.
they did.
Yeah, we got sharks all over the river here. Scott knows the Ashley River. There's sharks all in there.
Yeah, they sure are.
Yeah.
I've seen their damn fins in there too.
Yeah. No, that doesn't stop me from swimming in it though, because I'm an idiot. There's both alligators and sharks.
Gators, sharks, dolphins. Yeah, Ashley River is full of stuff.
Yeah, a shit ton of gators too, big ones.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, you talk about gators. I mean, people always think of gators in Florida. South Carolina has some big damn gators.
Oh yeah,
This area.
Yeah, Georgia.
I mean,
yeah.
Georgia too. Dopey-Fanoki Swamp, sure.
Georgia, South Carolina.
Well, I got gators in my neighborhood.
You know, I may have mentioned this some years ago or a while back that a guy I used to work with, he lived in Brickyard Plantation and he was behind a pond and there was a gator in the pond and he started feeding the damn gator.
Yeah.
I'm like, what in the hell is wrong with you, man? And he had a little girl at that time that was 4 years old. I said, this gator's going to come to your damn house and eat your damn daughter.
You gonna knock on your door?
Right. Hey, I didn't get fed this week.
Hey, there was a couple of months ago, Scott, you know that Publix that's right in front of my house?
Yeah.
There was an alligator walking around in front of Publix up there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
Like in the middle of the day.
This past year, yeah.
I mean, it wasn't a big, it was like a little 3 or 4 foot alligator, but he was like walking through the fucking parking lot. Like, what the fuck?
Well, now there was a gator at my Publix that was under the damn shopping carts that they found, and he was a pretty damn big gator they found there.
Damn, he made it into the shopping carts?
He got under the shopping carts. Not inside, but on the outside. They left, they leave sometimes the shopping carts on the outside. Sorry, my dogs are having shit fits.
Amazon delivery guys there.
Yeah, it is. It's the mail.
I don't know how long have you lived here, Scott?
I have lived here since 2003.
Okay, so you sort of towards the end of, well, that's right when they closed down. Anyway, Kings Grant used to have a golf course.
Yes, I remember that golf course. Absolutely.
Yeah, so it was right on the Ashley River, which is where I lived and which is where I worked there for like 6 years. But on one of the holes, we had an alligator that was 14 feet long. We had to get a call, like somebody to come in and remove him because the golfers were he was so fucking big that if like between the green and the pond, there was only like 12 feet. And if he decided he wanted to get out there and sun himself during the afternoon, you couldn't even play that hole.
Y'all not have a gator hunting season up there?
Oh, I'm sure we do somewhere around here.
Yeah, they do. They do, Slim. Yeah, they do.
I was about to say, go out there with a fucking 22 and all of a sudden you got a couple $1,000s worth of boots and bags.
Well, it's funny because one of the guys that worked with us, he's one of those people. He's like, I'll kill the gator. Like, you don't have to call anybody. I'll just kill it. And as long as I can have it. And they were like, no, dude, you can't do that.
Why not?
I don't know. I don't know if there's some kind of law against it.
Good as fuck to eat.
I don't know.
You're familiar with golf courses. You know of Legend Oak, right?
Oh, yeah.
There's a lot of damn gators on that course, too.
Oh, yeah. All the courses around here. If there's any water on them at all, there's alligators.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't go in the water.
I don't know where they came from here. This neighborhood's not that old. I don't know if they came through the drainage system or if somebody brought them in.
Yeah, somebody brought them in.
Or they might have been wetlands that they built on.
It did used to be wetlands back here, yeah.
Yeah,
there you go.
Yeah. And so
they were there first.
They were probably here already, yeah.
Some of the inhabitants of the wetlands were still there. Yeah.
This used to be an old hunt club. So.
Did it really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, this whole area was a big hunt club.
Guys, I'm going to run because I'm finding out who the hell's at my door.
All right, good luck.
Enjoy your day, guys. Take care.
All right, take care, Scott.
Bye.
The biggest.
So what did we learn today? The NFL investigated itself and said they're not cheating.
Yeah, well, Roger Goodell put it all to sleep and said, "You guys are crazy theories." So that
kind of proves my point that even with full-time reps, they're shitty at their job.
Yep.
How about the fact that he said we look into their personal lives?
Yep.
Yeah, I want to know how far that goes too. Like, do you stick a camera in their bedroom? Like, where do we draw the line here?
Yeah, we like tapping into their phone and
Lives of the officials.
you know, are they tapping their phones or I mean, what? Like, how do you?
I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if they're using phones. They have to use phones issued by the NFL to try and keep them from gambling.
Yeah, that they're
So I'm sure they have the same rules on them gambling, or probably even more strict than the players.
Yeah, I'm sure they're not allowed to gamble. That's almost impossible to regulate, though. I mean, if you've got a cousin that nobody knows about, he can place the bet for you and pay you.
If you got a VPN.
Yeah, or that, or a burner phone even. You know, something that Hugh Freeze doesn't know anything about.
no.
Yeah. But yeah, the last thing I want is Roger Goodell looking through my phone. I was like, imagine you get a call one day from Roger Goodell. Yeah, we were looking at your text messages. Who's Brenda? You're like, what? Fuck are you doing, man? I need a $1,600 for a ticket for Florida versus Alabama. Is that how much they're charging? You got to be kidding me. There's going to be three. If they're charging $1,600, there's going to be three people there, and two of them are going to be in the game. What's the most that you would ever pay for a football ticket, Vic? Like, let's say Georgia's playing in whatever, big game that you want to see. Like, what's the max you would pay?
I don't know. I guess a couple hundred, I guess.
Yeah, I'm kind of there with you. Well, I can tell you the most I ever have paid was $300. Well, $300 for me, $300 for my wife. That was Clemson and Notre Dame in 2015. And that was stretching it.
If I'm only having to buy one ticket, I could probably talk myself into pretty much anything under $5.
Yeah.
But that's probably about my limit. And it would depend on the game if I'm going to go that high.
Momo says he paid $500 to watch them lose to Boston College. Damn.
No.
Oh, was that this season?
I don't know.
I guess what he means. Yeah.
Probably.
No, I think that was last year.
Oh.
Yeah. 2024. Yeah.
He said, yeah, that was when it was.
Yeah. Well, at least he got a good look at what his quarterback might be capable of doing.
Oh, yeah.
What do you mean?
Well, yeah, the Boston College quarterback plays for Florida State now. Costanello or whatever his name is.
Castellanos. Or,
Yeah.
Yeah, Castellanos.
I see what they're doing. So they lost to Boston College, so they said if you can't beat them, join them. Go out and get their quarterback.
Yeah, but I mean, here's my problem with Castellanos. He pulled a Spencer Rattler at Oklahoma. He got benched and threw a hissy fit.
Yeah, he got benched and left. Quit. And it still counted against his eligibility, too, because he played in like 7 games or 8 games or whatever it was.
Something like that, yeah.
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 No, that's the definition of quitting.
Yeah. So what's DJ doing now?
I hope he's polishing up his resume.
Yeah, I guess he's out of eligibility now. Or...
Yeah, he's going in the draft.
No, okay.
See, I hadn't heard nothing on whether or not he had declared for the draft or what he was doing.
Okay.
Yeah, he said he was.
Right. Well, I don't know who's gonna draft.
Well, probably nobody.
Unsigned free agent.
Yeah, I don't know. He might be in the 7th round. How many rounds are there now? 7 or 8? 7? He might go in the 7th round. I don't see him going before that. Or most likely he's not going to get drafted at all.
I don't know, man. They're saying Jalen Milroe may go in the first round. If he can go in the first round, anybody can.
Yeah, I mean, Anthony Richardson went in the first round, so.
That is a fact.
I don't know. DJ had one of the worst seasons of a quarterback I can remember this past year.
Yeah.
I mean, he got worse from I think he got worse every year that he was in college.
Yeah, that's a fact, yeah.
Statistically, anyway. And wins.
I believe you're right.
He would have been a backup at Vanderbilt. He would have been a backup at virtually everywhere except for where he played.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Hell, he would have been a backup at Clemson last year.
I thought he was a backup at Florida State, but
Who, DJ?
I mean, he got hurt.
Yeah,
Oh.
he broke his thumb or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he was probably about to get benched anyway. There was actually, some conspiracy theories going around about he actually didn't really hurt his thumb. They were just trying to save face, but I don't know. Doesn't matter. By the time he broke his thumb, their season was over in week 4.
Yeah, I'm about to say, it's not like they were any better without him.
No, he wasn't the only problem. I mean, he didn't help much. But ask Momo. The list of things that were a problem with that team are a fucking mile long. But I do think their quarterback this year is better than DJ. I don't think he's Jordan Travis good, but he's a lot better than DJ. They got a whole new coaching staff too, don't they?
Yeah. They ran a lot of guys out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Except for the main one. The main problem.
He got his contract reduced. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they started paying him less money. Yeah.
Is Trump going to put a McDonald's in Gaza? I'm pretty sure there probably already is at least 2 or 3 McDonald's in Gaza.
Gonna work on the.
Well, if they didn't get blown up.
Gonna work on the Trump Gaza Plaza. Yeah. Yeah, because remember we're going to take over Gaza. So.
Yeah.
No, we're taking over Canada.
Yeah, we'll take over Gaza to like develop it.
Yeah, we're going to build some hotels there on the beach.
That's what Trump said they were going to do.
Yeah.
And then Netanyahu was standing right next to him and didn't say anything. So.
Yeah.
I mean, he didn't say like, no, you're not. He didn't say anything. So he was just smiling the whole time. So.
Well, they can build all the resorts they want to in Gaza. I'm still not going.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's how we're gonna stop terrorism, by building resorts.
Maybe we can do a slob cruise to Gaza.
Yeah. Yeah.
Slob Olympics 2035, Gaza.
Yeah, I might have to pass on that one.
I might have to pass on that one too. No, we still haven't bought Greenland yet.
No, and yeah, Denmark said that Greenland is not for sale, so.
Well, everything's for
Yeah,
sale.
but I'm about to say, politicians are like coaches. Like, you can't believe shit that comes out of their mouths in front of a microphone.
Yeah, maybe Trump will threaten Denmark with tariffs so we can get Greenland.
Well, the prime minister there said that he would do whatever the majority of the citizens wanted to do. According to some bullshit poll that I saw, something like 60% of the people that live there are open to the fact of being a United States territory. Now, that doesn't mean anything. Now, this shows how dumb I am. I always just thought Greenland was some fucking icy island where, like, Inuits lived, you know. I didn't even know they had a prime minister at all.
Inuits do live there, but yeah.
Yeah, I know. I mean, they're the natives there, but there's also a bunch of white people that live there, just like everywhere else.
The white people, the other people living in Greenland are extra white, but yeah.
Well, no, I mean, the Inuits aren't white at all.
Well, no, I was saying that the white people that live there. Yeah.
Didn't we look up the population of Greenland a couple of weeks ago? It was a lot lower than I thought. It was like 50,000 people or something.
Yeah, there ain't a whole lot of people there.
No.
I mean, hey, if they want to be a U.S. territory, fuck it, I don't care.
How do tariffs work?
It would make them a right site better than England, because what England decided to do is they put it to a vote in Ireland, and the 6 counties in Ireland that voted to stay in England, England just kept those and let the rest of it go.
Lou says tariffs is any American company importing a foreign product pays the tariff. Well, then how come Canada and Mexico's response to our tariffs was we're going to put a tariff on you? If it doesn't work, then why would they do that? I'm not saying I know why. I'm asking why.
Let me let you in on a little secret. Everything that is produced here that gets shipped out gets fucking tariffed.
Yeah, there's already tariffs all over.
Where it goes.
Yeah, there's already tariffs all over our products all over the world.
Like China has like 100% tariff on a Chevrolet that comes into China.
I think there's a bunch of Canada has a bunch of tariffs on imports from the United States already.
They do.
Yeah. But it doesn't work though. I don't know. I'm not here to tell you it will work.
Some people just don't like it when they get a taste of their own medicine. Now, I don't necessarily think it's the best idea in the world, don't get me wrong, but it's also far from the worst.
Well, as soon as he put the tariffs on those countries, and then all of a sudden they wanted to talk to him about shit. I mean, that's kind of the point.
Go figure.
Yeah.
And I think you're completely right. Like, that's the point. All of a sudden, they want to negotiate some kind of deal when you hit them with a dose of their own medicine.
Yeah. Imagine that. I don't know. I'm not near smart.
People are trying to use the excuse that, okay, shit's still expensive. Well, simple fact of life, things get worse before they get better. That's just the way shit always goes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. Oh no! I know he's pissing a lot of people off, though.
Yeah. What else is new?
Yeah. Make Gaza great. When was Gaza great? 150 years ago?
Yeah, I don't know if it was ever great, but yeah.
Well, it was in Jesus' time.
Oh, yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, there was a time where the Middle East was considered the Enlightenment capital of the world, but that time has passed.
Yeah, science and literature and whatnot.
Yeah. Science and literature.
Yeah.
Well, you can even see it in the lifetime of people that are still alive. Like, there's videos of Iran in the 60s, and shit was very different than it is today.
Oh, yeah.
Since the 60s, the fundamentalists have taken over.
Yeah, I mean, women were allowed to show their ankles back then.
Yeah.
In their face.
and drive.
Drive, yeah. Vote.
Go to
Man.
school.
Yeah, the fundamentalists took over.
Yeah, because of us.
Well, I mean,
We facilitated
say what
that.
Listen, I make fun of the fucking snake handler Christians just as much as anybody else. Those fucks aren't hijacking the religion. The fundamentalists hijacked Islam.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Joel Osteen didn't reform Christianity. He just got rich.
Yeah, right.
I just imagine Joel Osteen and his wife having like orgies and a big pile of money after each show.
Oh, I have no doubt of that.
Smoking crack.
Oh, that's like the church my wife went to when we first started dating. The pastor's wife had done time for grand larceny.
Uh-oh.
I always think it's funny. These people belong to these church people. A lot of people they treat these mega churches like almost like a sports team, like they have beef with other churches. It's weird. Like my niece and her husband are, semi-religious, I guess. They go to church all the time, and I overheard them talking about. Well, somebody said, "Oh, well, I'll go to church with you," and they were like, "Well, we don't go to that church anymore." And I said, "Why?" And they're like, "Oh, well, the pastor and this person, something was going on with them." I'm like, "Oh God, this sounds like a fucking Lifetime movie."
Yeah.
So they got ousted from their church. Now they're going to their rival church. So now when they see people from the old church, when they're out in the grocery store, they can't talk to them. I'm like, y'all need to get the fuck out of this shit. Whatever's going on sounds super weird.
Yeah, mega churches are weird. Yeah.
Yeah, they are.
Actually, it sounds kind of fucking awesome, man. I want to see like drive-bys start happening.
Got that
Like,
church.
What would be the mega church version of? I mean, do they just start chucking hymnals at each other or something?
Yeah, I don't know. Start beating each other with crosses.
Yeah,
mega.
watch that crucifix around their neck. It's got a ice pick stashed inside of it.
A mega church that had a tank driving over cars. What? I don't know, but we got one of those mega churches around here, and almost all those mega churches have private schools inside of them.
Mm-hmm.
So, we were looking at private schools for our youngest whenever he was born, and we went in there to talk to him. The cost is insane. It's like $50,000 a year for elementary school or something. Like, what?
I know where I'm at. It was like, it goes up every grade year. And at like pre-K, it was $600 a month is what I was paying.
That's not terrible.
Yeah. But like I said, it goes up every year. Like by the time, at least this one here, you're paying $50,000 a year, damn near, by the time they hit like high school.
We did send our youngest to, actually both of our kids, to a church. It was a Christian academy or whatever they called it, basically a church. But they had an after school daycare thing, and it was near our house.
Yeah.
And we had been through like all of the like big box, like Kinder Care, like all those national brand daycares that every one of them was a disaster. And we started taking them to this church place, and they were awesome. Like they didn't like the other daycares got so many regulations and rules that if the kid fucking sneezes, you got to leave work and come pick them up. Or, let's say they say a bad word or something, then you got to come pick them up and they're suspended for the next day. Like, so they treat it like school, right? This place didn't give a fuck what they did.
Well, even school's getting that way. I had to go pick up my oldest daughter because she told the nurse she had a headache and she didn't feel good.
Yeah.
She wasn't running a fever, hadn't thrown up or anything, but they had a bunch of kids go home sick, so she had to go home sick too.
Yeah.
I'm like, huh?
But we were surprised. We thought maybe the Christian type school would be like way more hardcore with the rules and everything, but it was the opposite. They let the kids be kids. I mean, if there was something really worth telling you, they'd tell you, but they didn't bother you 24 hours a day about a kid being a kid.
Yeah, dude, it was the same way when I had my oldest in it. And I'm probably going to do my youngest the same way because they have like a 3-year-old pre-K and then, regular pre-K starts at 4. Like, I'm probably going to put her through those two at the same place we had my oldest and then swap her over to public school.
Yeah.
Kind of a head start kind of thing.
Most private schools aren't as expensive as you think. Well, the ones I looked at were.
It depends.
Yeah.
I mean, there are some that look like, university campuses, and yes, they absolutely are.
I mean, I could see maybe spending $50,000 on college if it's a really good college. Even that's high for college. But on elementary school, that's just insane.
Not these days.
I mean,
that ain't high for college. Not these days.
I don't even know what the price is for college these days. I haven't really looked into it, but.
Well, like everything else is government subsidized, it's gone through the roof.
I think when Mrs. Peete went to Clemson, it was only like $12,000 a year. Now it's like 30 something. And that's just within, 20 years. Now, I'm sure if you go to I'm sure Miami's expensive because it's private.
Yeah, Miami, Duke, Vanderbilt. Yeah, those are all going to be even more because they're private.
Like the University of South Carolina is cheaper than Clemson, but it's a lot bigger. Which is why a lot of people go there, as opposed to Clemson. Plus, it's easier to get in there. A little bit easier. No, what's it cost to go to Georgia, Vic? Do you know?
A lot, yeah.
Well, that really narrows it down.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, see, Lou says his daughter's going to a local community college, $5,000 per semester, and that's just tuition. So, and that's community college. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And it's getting to the point where unless you want to be a doctor or a lawyer or something that requires a degree, it's almost a ripoff to go to college, honestly. I mean.
Well, even then, like the smart money is, like what Lou's just saying, at the very least, go to community college and do your prereqs.
Yeah, that's the smart thing to do.
Yeah, do all the core, all your math.
Yeah.
That didn't work for me.
Yeah.
I got a deferment from Clemson for only one semester. All I had to do was maintain a B average, and I could have transferred to Clemson after one semester. The problem is, I was a dumbass 20-year-old, and going to college in my hometown was not the best situation for me. It would have been way better if I went away.
I made the same mistake staying home. I was dating a girl that was a year younger than me. So instead of going off to school, I said, well, I'll just go to school locally for a year. Shit.
Yeah. I didn't make it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Slim, that's exactly what we're doing with my daughter. She wants to go into the health field somewhere.
Right.
But she's not 100% sure what she wants to do. But because the health industry is so huge in Augusta, there's like 3 or 4 community colleges or like satellite campuses around here that feed into all the different health shit like nursing or whatever it is.
Right.
But all the core classes for like your first year or so are the same, whether you're paying $25,000 a year to go to Georgia or $5,000 a year to do it here. So since she's not real sure which direction she wants to go, she's going to stay here for at least the first year, take the first year's classes here.
Yeah.
So we don't have to pay for room and board and meal plans and Now, if she wanted to go away, we would find a way to do it, even if we had to take out student loans or something. I mean, we wouldn't tell her no, but she just doesn't have any interest in going off to college right now. So it's so expensive. We don't want to force her to do it, and then she fails at it because she doesn't really want to be there. So she's going to stay here for at least the first year.
It helps to know what you want to do too. Like she knows what she wants to do, right?
Generally, she wants to go into the health field, but he's not 100%, because there's x-ray tech, phlebotomist, even when it comes to nursing, there's like RNs and LPNs and, it's just all different kinds of shit. So she's going to go a year here and she's already doing like a intern thing through the high school where she goes and works in the emergency room like 2 days a week or whatever. So she's just kind of getting a feel for it now. So she's going to stay here for the first year.
Well, maybe she'll go for a year or two there and then transfer to Clemson. They got a pretty good nursing program there. Be a tater.
Well, she's going to have to go in state somewhere.
Well, yeah, probably.
Well, and I mean, here's the thing, too. What's the point in spending the tuition at Clemson when you can do a nursing program? I know for a fact the community college here has a full nursing program. You can leave there with your RN.
Yeah.
Well, I do believe that there are non-educational advantages to going away to school.
Yeah.
Like some of the social spreading your wings type shit. Like I do believe there are some advantages to going off to a bigger school. You have all the extracurriculars that you don't get at community colleges and things like that. But, I think, different situations for different people. There's nothing wrong with going to a local or a community college at all.
Yeah.
Or I've praised Ballard for what he did. He did his first 2 years at a community college and then transferred over to UAB.
Yeah.
That's what Squid Tar did too, didn't he? Before he transferred to Tennessee. Yeah.
Yep. I believe you're right. Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of people do that.
If you're able to do it, that is definitely financially the way to go. But
yeah, especially if you're going the route of student loans and having to pay for it yourself. To his point, you might as well pay $5,000 for the exact same thing that you're going to pay $25,000 for over here.
Yeah, and the other thing is, how many people is UGA going to let in freshman class? I don't know the number. 8,000, 10, I don't know, 10,000 people. Well, 30,000 people are going to apply. Like she might not even would get into UGA. So what a lot of people do is they'll go to community college for a year or two, and then it's easier if you get good grades in the community college to then transfer in to the bigger college as a junior.
She just has to realize, that's what I told my son too. I'm like, if you want to go to community college, what it is basically is high school without the fun. Or college without the fun, I guess, if you want to say that too. But
yeah, there's no camp. Like the ones here, there's no campus life. Like you go to class, you come home. There's no hanging out on the quad or frat parties, or there's none of that here.
Right.
So that's the thing you kind of miss out on. But
do you guys have the Georgia State Lottery help with educate? Like I know if you go to community college here, they cover like $2,500 per semester or something if you're a South Carolina resident.
They have the Hope Scholarship here. If you have a certain high school average, it'll pay 100% of your in-state tuition anywhere, any public university in the state. But my daughter doesn't have that.
Right.
My son will get that, but my daughter doesn't have the grades for that.
That's any even 4-year university too?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah. Now it doesn't, it pays tuition, so you're still on the hook for books, room and board, all the other costs that are associated with living away from home. The other thing is, we still have the first house we bought when we first got married, and it's been rented out now. But if the kids go to school here, we'll kick those people out and move our kids into that house.
There you go.
So we don't even have to rent them an apartment or anything.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. Doesn't for some reason I'm thinking your ex-wife works for the state of Georgia.
She works for the feds.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, okay. And actually that works out the same. I know, beyond, she had something to cover. My wife had something to cover her tuition, but like you said, she was still on the hook for books and everything. But she got a big chunk of that covered because her dad worked for the state of Tennessee.
Yeah, yeah. She works for the she works at the military base, so she works for the Department of Defense.
So what I'm saying, I'm sure there's a program out there that'll help cover some of that stuff too, because she works for the government.
Yeah, probably.
I don't know. Elon Musk might get rid of that too.
Yeah, true. True.
No, I'm just kidding. Actually, I'm not. You might.
I don't think something like that'll go anywhere. No.
Well. My son better figure out quick, fast, in a hurry. He's about to be a senior in high school. I have no idea what he's doing.
Sounds like me.
Yeah.
Yeah, my daughter graduates in 4 months.
Your son is what, like a sophomore?
Yeah, he's a sophomore.
Okay. So he's got at least another year to figure it out.
Yeah.
It's 8 months. That's what I heard. The CIA offered anybody who wanted to leave 8 months of salary. That's what I heard. I don't know.
I thought the CIA just did what they wanted anyway, no matter who the president was.
Well, apparently not.
Ooh.
I don't know. Who you betting on in the Super Bowl, Lou?
I put 200 on the Eagles plus 1.5 on the Gypsy site.
I'm gonna tail that. I don't know if I'm gonna put 200 on it though. But the other bet I looked up earlier. Let me see if I can find it. It was Saquon Barkley, 2 touchdowns or more. It was like plus 800.
Damn.
Yeah.
I like that.
That seems like about his average in the playoffs.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I hope he gets it because that bodes well for the Eagles overall in my $200 bet.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
If he scores twice, that's great for the Eagles. So, hope you hate it.
I think he needs to score 2 touchdowns for them to win, at least.
I got
Yeah,
my
because
room
if
down
it-
there. I got days in or whatever it is.
Oh, did you pay about what I paid?
186 plus tax or whatever, something like that.
Mine was 186 after tax.
Maybe that's what it was.
Yeah. It was like 135 plus taxes and fees. It came out to like 185, something like that.
Yeah.
All right. That's not that bad then.
And I just got one room. You know, it's 4 of us coming down, but I just got a room with 2 queen beds.
Yeah.
It's going to be late before we get down there. My kids have school that day, so we're not going to leave Augusta till probably 4 or 5 o'clock. So it'll be after 10 probably before we get there.
Well, I don't know when we're going to get there, but they won't let you check in till 4 o'clock anyway. So even if I get there early, I'll just be kind of standing around.
Yeah. I don't want to wait. I don't want to have to leave Augusta at 5 in the morning Friday, drive all day, and then get right on the boat. I'd rather go down there the day before, even if I don't get there till super late on Thursday. At least when I wake up Friday morning, I'm already there.
Right. That was my line of thinking with it. I think our flight gets there 1-ish Thursday.
Yeah.
Because it's only a 2-hour flight. Because I got one
You
with
flying into Orlando or Daytona? I can't remember.
Orlando.
Orlando, okay. Have you looked into transportation from there to wherever you would need to go? Is there a shuttle service maybe or something?
Well, I haven't looked into a shuttle service, but I do have Peete and Fool's number.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. How far is it from there?
It's like a 20-minute drive.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Orlando's not far at all from Canaveral.
I mean, if y'all have a problem finding the ride, I'm sure I can come get you. It's not that big of a deal. I mean, if it's only 20 minutes away.
Yeah, it's right there.
Yeah.
I bought that Wi-Fi package too for the boat.
Yeah, I got that.
That's something I still have to do. I haven't gone on there yet. Would you do it through the app?
I did it on the website, but I think you can do it through the app on your phone too.
So would you just put your booking number in there and then it pulls up your account?
Yeah, it pulls up your account and your specific cruise, and then it'll have all the add-ons and the extras on there, the drink packages, the Wi-Fi packages, all that kind of thing.
How much was the Wi-Fi?
So I did a package that provides access for 4 devices a day, and it was $250 total. I don't remember how it broke down. They have several different options to do for Wi-Fi. They have like basic Wi-Fi that just provides like basically email and scroll and Facebook, and then they have like a premium Wi-Fi. I did the premium one just in case, but
Yeah, I did the same thing.
And it was $252, I think, was the total for that, and that allows access for up to 4 devices at a time because there's 4 of us going.
Yeah.
So that's the one I did, and then for my daughter and my niece, I did the non-alcoholic drink package, which is only like $9 a day or something. They get all the Coke and water or whatever else they want for free. And then I did the regular drink package for me, but nothing for the lady because she's not going to drink $100 worth of drinks a day.
I thought they made you get, if there's 2 adults staying in a room, I thought they made you both get it.
Yeah, but technically, they don't know. I got 2 rooms. So really, on paper, I'm in a room with my daughter, and Alita's in a room with my niece.
Ah, I see what you did there.
But obviously, me and Alita are staying in a room, and my daughter and my niece are staying in a room. But on the booking page, it's got me and Natalia in the room. So and the ages are listed. So it allows me to split up the drink package on that room because one of the passengers in that room is underage.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
So it saves some money.
We got to get 2 of them.
Yeah.
And how much was that for you?
I think the drink package is $80 a day.
Is it 80?
Yeah, it's like 75 or 80, something like that. Yeah.
So $240.
But it's probably casino. If you don't have it, it's casino prices for drinks, I'm sure.
Yeah, they're like $15 or $16 a drink.
Yeah.
I remember when me and my wife took that cruise, it was probably 7 or 8 years ago. We didn't get the drink package, and it cost us just as much as if we would have. And I guarantee you we didn't hit that number.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm getting it.
Yeah.
Just based on the last time we went, it was a ridiculous amount of money between the 2 of us. It was more expensive than $240 per person for 3 days. I know that. Plus, I'll drink every fucking bit of it, too.
Right.
Yeah. We saved a bunch of money by going to the liquor store in Vegas. I tell you that. I'm never not doing that again.
And the casino is open from approximately noon to 3 a.m. So that's good.
Oh, great. 15 hours.
Yeah. So we just have to find something to do from 3 a.m. to noon every day.
Yeah. Sleep.
Something tells me there ain't gonna be a whole lot of that happening.
Well, I mean, we got Slob Olympics to do, so.
Yeah, that won't take long.
At all.
Yeah, that's what we can be doing between 3 a.m. and noon. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I heard you talking about whether we do the draft before or on this cruise. I don't really have a preference. I didn't even think about doing it on the cruise. But
Well, I kind of wanted to do it, before so that we can have some, trash talk, between the 2 teams for a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
I'd rather do it before too, but we need a definitive list of draftable people.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know who all's on that list.
I don't even think Fools knows because he's texting me a couple of times asking about who's this person, who's that person, and it's their government name. And I'm like, I don't have any idea who that is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know everybody's government name.
Now, once we get on the ship, we'll know who's there and who's competing because they'll be there. So I don't care either way. We still have to figure out the events. Obviously, we'll do that next Monday, I guess. But as far as the draft goes, I don't know. It might be fun to do a draft on the ship and we can record it, and upload it to YouTube.
Yeah. Yeah.
the whole picking process and people hooting and hollering and stuff, you know,
Yeah.
and talking shit to each other. I don't know. I don't care. Vic wants to do it before. I'm agnostic. Vic, if you want to do the legwork and get with fools and get a definitive list, here's the other thing. It's going to require him some time to get that shit together, and he might not have no interest in doing that.
Right. And I know what Vic is saying, but how about me and you agree to this, Pete? Whichever one of us drafts Vic or Nate first, the other one drafts the other one next.
Well, I was going to talk.
He just wants to trash talk Nate.
Yeah, so I was going to talk to you about that. I was going to say no matter what, we make them the first 2 picks.
Okay.
So one of us will get one of them, and one of us will get the other. It just depends on who.
And maybe me and you will do something to determine who gets first pick. We'll do like a mini competition of some kind to determine who gets the first pick.
Yeah, maybe we can do that on the show too, on the Lunch Money show. We can figure that out.
Yeah.
Some kind of contest, you mean?
Yeah, paper, rock, scissors, or there's a free throw. They have a basketball thing. We can do free throw contest. Whoever makes the most out of 10 free something. We'll figure something out, and then that person gets the first pick, and they have to pick either Nate or Vic, and then you would then pick the other one, or I would pick whoever was left. Because Vic just wants to trash talk Nate. That's what he's going on about with the trash talk.
Yeah, they can't be on the same team.
Yeah. So Vic, you can go ahead and start trash talking Nate anytime.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll make sure you guys aren't on the same team.
Yeah.
Because that would be a travesty.
Yeah.
It really would.
That's what we both want.
It's just like me and Lou can't be on the same team. Same thing.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, yes, that means that y'all can start trash talking whenever y'all want to, yeah.
I don't know if we do it like I wanted to do it. I don't know that I want the first pick. I want the second and third pick.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Well, whoever wins whatever contest we do, it's like a coin toss in the NFL. You can either
you can
receive the
defer
ball or defer to the second half.
Oh, okay. So if I win, I don't have to take the first pick.
Right. You can make me pick first, and then you would get the second and third.
All right. See, I like this.
All right. Yeah. We'll go from there.
Yeah, get a little game of horse going. See whoever wins gets a pick.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah, that'll work. I did get a request early in the show about one of the events has to be paper, rock, scissors. I'm completely okay with that.
Yeah, me too.
Because it's probably the most fun thing.
Yeah.
That we do
every year.
So that's at least one of the 3. We just got to come up with 2 more. We got to come up with an intellectual one and a physical one.
Yeah.
Well, which shouldn't be hard.
No.
I mean, obviously we're not running a 40-yard dash on the deck of that ship. I mean, we could, but it would be a complete fucking disaster. So, knocking old ladies down and shit.
Yeah, I think you'd do more than crack a rib if you went down.
Yeah, right. Fall over the edge. The boat.
What about who can hold their breath the longest underwater?
That's not a bad idea.
So you'd have to make sure you drafted at least one non-smoker.
Yeah. We could just pick up Vic's chair and stick him upside down in the pool.
He'd win, but he'd be last than he ever did.
He'd be floating around like a bobber from a fishing pole. You're going to have to be more specific, Drewski. He wants to know why you're so easily triggered.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm irate right now.
Yeah, you sound like it.
I'm drooling mad. Drewski, how come I don't know who you are, but you know who I am?
Oh, don't trigger him.
Well, we haven't talked about Georgia's wide receiver room, so he's not triggered.
Oh, I missed that.
Well, most college football YouTubers get triggered easily because that's part of the reason that you watch us. I mean,
yeah, but some of them are just on a whole nother level. Like, you know, it's fun to annoy you and get Lou mad. I'm pretty good at that, but it's way more entertaining when Alonzo gets mad.
He's still making videos?
I don't know. I haven't even bothered to search him all season long.
I still get notifications every once in a while from him, but it's not on YouTube. It's on well, it used to be on what's that, TikTok, because I followed him on there, and every video I clicked on was him like singing along in his car with some R&B song. It was like karaoke almost. Yeah.
Yeah, by the way, getting on TikTok may have been the worst decision I've made, at least in the past 6 months.
Explain. It taking up all your time?
Yeah, well, it's bad about that, man. I thought YouTube Shorts was bad about me sitting there scrolling. TikTok is way worse.
Yeah. Yeah, TikTok is like a human zoo. You just, you just go on there to look at weird shit that you haven't seen before. And maybe you never want to see again, but I don't know. I'm not on there. Is it still an app? I guess I am on there. I haven't been on it ever since they banned it and unbanned it. So do I have to re-sign in and all that shit?
Actually, mine just notified me that, hey, TikTok's back.
Okay.
And I was like, oh, okay.
Sign back in or anything.
Yeah, I don't know. I try not to go. I spend enough time on X. I don't need 2 problems. And YouTube, I don't need 3 problems.
Yeah. I got 3 problems.
Talking Vols will block you if you say anything about Tennessee.
Oh, that's true.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Is that who? Is that the? I never watched them. Is that the?
I haven't seen that guy since I cussed him out on BBD's show that night.
Is that the show that we watched, Lou, after the Tennessee playoff game at your house for like 10 minutes or 5 minutes or how long? And he was on there talking about how Nico didn't play bad and all that shit. We're like, what? He played terrible.
I mean, I'll give him this much credit. He was basically their entire offense for that game, which wasn't much.
Wasn't much, yeah. And then he goes, well, I think they just need to pay him more. And I think that's when you turned it off. You're like, all right, I've heard enough. They're already paying him $8 million. They need to pay him more?
Yeah, those guys are insane.
Yeah, it sounds delusional. That sounds like one of those channels, like TigerNet. Like TigerNet on YouTube. That's a
good analogy, actually.
Yeah. Oh, that couldn't be me.
I ain't never been on TigerNet, so I don't know. I can't speak to it.
We're sitting at lunch one day in Vegas, and we're over there, and Paul's over there on his phone. We take his phone from him to see what he's looking at. Fucking TigerNet.
Yeah.
In the middle of the day in Vegas.
Yeah, he's reading us headlines off of TigerNet. We're like, dude, we don't care about TigerNet when we're home.
Yeah.
Definitely don't care about it here.
Yeah, he's got a problem.
Did Slaw get his gondola ride this time?
No, we did go there. He smoked a cigar in the Venetian. That made him happy.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, as long as Paul's happy.
They cut it for him and lit it for him, and he walked around there like a fucking boss for 20 minutes smoking.
You should have seen. I walked up to the cigar counter with him, and he's over there. Him and the cigar guy are talking in some language that I've never heard before about cigars. All these terms. And so I'm asking Paul questions about cigars, and he looked like a proud dad talking about those cigars, man.
Yeah.
And then the guy's like, would you like me to cut it for you, sir? He's like, of course. So he sticks out a cigar, and the guy's like, would you like a vertical cut or a V cut or a straight cut? And then Paul's like, a straight cut, of course. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? I have no idea what any of that means.
Yeah, I'm not into all that.
I mean, that's something I've kind of started to dip my toe into, but I'd probably get real lost real quick.
I don't know. I know he paid like $40 for that cigar, though. And that was probably one of the cheap ones.
Oh, you weren't with us. It was that morning you left, and then he didn't leave till like 5 in the afternoon or something. We all walked over to Caesar's Palace to that Monte Cristo cigar bar.
Yeah.
He walked in there, and he walked in, and he was like, he was asking for something like Cubans. And they were like, well, this one's 200, this one's 175. And I was like, all right, Paul, I'm gonna wait outside. Like,
He's probably asking about Nicaraguan. That's his thing. He likes Nicaraguan cigars.
yeah,
That's what he told me.
ended up not buying anything from there, but that's a nice place in there, that cigar bar.
Yeah.
Everything's like mahogany wood in there, and it looks real expensive in there.
Yeah.
They got a bunch of TVs and like little couches and shit to sit on in there. It's
Yeah.
a nice looking place.
Well, his eyes light up when he sees those cigars, don't they? It's like a whore walking into a dildo shop.
Oh yeah.
Eyes light right up. See, Nicaraguan's the best value for the money. You see what he said?
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I told you. I wouldn't know the fucking difference between a Nicaraguan and a American or anything else.
Yeah.
I ain't got deep enough in it to really know the difference, to be perfectly honest with you.
Yeah, but he was walking around that casino smoking that cigar like he was fucking Hugh Hefner for about 30 minutes. Oh, he was just missing the robe.
I have a question. So the Georgia state legislature is about to pass a bill that you don't have to pay income tax on NIL money.
Yeah, somebody told me that yesterday.
So did that only apply to college athletes?
That's a good question.
Because I get a lot of NIL money.
That is a good question.
That's a great question.
Manscaped, the betting thing, prize picks, all that is NIL money.
Technically,
Hey,
yeah.
If it doesn't include people like you, you should sue the Georgia state legislature for discrimination.
Right.
Yeah, you should.
It's discrimination against old, unathletic people.
Yeah. Discrimination against 40-year-old YouTubers.
Right.
Honestly, that's a good question. But I mean, because not just you. I mean, think about the professional athletes, all their endorsement deals that are worth millions.
Yeah.
That's a big chunk of change for them.
Right. Yeah, the state income tax here is almost 6%.
Yeah. Now add up all the money you made off of NIL this year and figure out how much you'd have to pay.
Right. 6% of that, I could pocket it.
Yeah.
Make us another Vegas
I was
trip.
about to say, pay for another trip to Vegas.
Yeah.
Shit. He says he thinks it says college athletes. Well, Vandy Dandy says that. That means it's not true.
Right. Whatever he said was the opposite.
So you're good, I think. See, Paul's going on about how you smoke the cigar. See, this is what I'm talking about. Exhale through your nose, and the nicotine buzz is 3 times bigger than cigarettes.
There's nicotine in cigars?
Oh, yeah.
Well, nicotine's automatically in tobacco.
No, I didn't even know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you can get high off it. If you inhale one of those things, you'd be high.
Dude, I haven't got a nicotine buzz off a cigarette since I was 16.
Yeah. Yeah, they have no filter. We know that, Paul.
Paul doesn't have any filter either.
No.
As proven by his conversation with that one-legged lady.
Yeah, the one-legged lady.
Oh, good Lord. God.
Let me ask you something. Out of all these girls in here, why'd you walk up to me and ask me if I was available? Well, because you have one leg and can't run away. Fuck you.
Boy.
Well, one thing you can't accuse Slaw of doing is lying to you.
Well, he lies to himself.
Well, maybe, but I mean, no matter how brutal it may be, he was honest.
The thing about Paul's lies is he could pass a lie detector test telling those lies because, like Pete said, he believes them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, is it really a lie if he believes it?
Well, yeah.
That sounds like if a tree
wouldn't
falls in the
show up
woods
on
type
the
of
lie
situation there.
Yeah, it doesn't matter how much I believe I can fly. Guess what I can't do? Fucking fly.
Yeah. Damn. Paw down bad, man.
Yeah, well, that's normal everyday life for Paul.
If I was that woman, I would have been like, yeah, I'm available. I need somebody to push me around in this wheelchair for the next 4 hours. You willing to do that for me?
And you know what? Y'all wouldn't have seen Slaw for 4 hours.
You know what? You're right.
Yeah, Nate. Nate says that he needs to come on.
He needs to come on?
Yeah, he said.
Has he ever not needed to come on?
No. What's up, Nate? What's so important, buddy? You only waited for 5 minutes this time, not 2 hours, so you should thank me for that. Guess he didn't come on that bad, did he? He's not saying anything.
Dang.
Dang.
Nate, shut up.
I think he fell asleep.
I mean, he's only been back there for 5 minutes. Oh, unless he fell asleep in 5 minutes like Paul.
So Doula's wife posted some meme on Facebook yesterday about how your man is supposed to take care of you and be there for you, not be selfish and do or something, blah, 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 like that. I commented on there. Me and Doula are going back to Vegas for spring break.
Are y'all?
Something tells me Doula's never going to be allowed to go anywhere ever again.
And Doula will put his foot down. Doula's not like Paul. He don't need permission.
Oh, okay.
You tell a story about when he was on the phone with his wife and he told her, don't worry, I'll be home in 2 days and you can get this monster.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
Nate,
good God.
mic broke. Yeah, Nate says his mic broke.
Well, that's not surprising at all.
Well, and the other thing with Doula is she doesn't call him. She FaceTimes him.
Yeah.
So by nature, that's on speakerphone.
Yeah.
So, and it doesn't matter where you are. Like we walking through the middle of the casino with 100 people around. He answers that FaceTime call, and then immediately it's, and I'm like, holy shit, man, hang that up, dude. What are you doing?
Yeah. And then she hears us all, making fun of him and she gets mad at us for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So basically I was trying to say, until my mic broke, that I was trying to talk to you about my relationship thingy.
Has something changed since Monday's show when you gave us an update on the relationship, or is it a new status?
Well, it's just I don't think it's the right goal for me.
Oh no, here we go.
Uh-oh.
Don't talk to Ballard. He doesn't know how to keep a girlfriend.
No, I can see that.
Okay.
Did God tell you to break up with her like that girl did to Ballard?
No. He didn't say that. I have my own free will to,
Did you just think it was a good idea to go on the cruise single? Is that the play here?
Oh,
Well,
see. All right, tell us what happened. Why is she not the one?
Yeah, did something happen?
No, nothing happened. It's just she constantly calling me every fucking time. I was like,
Yes,
Oh.
that's called her being a woman.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what they're gonna do.
Yeah, they're gonna do that.
it's fucking annoying.
You gotta
I mean, my
Set boundaries.
stop
Well, that's what I
answering.
was trying to do, but it doesn't work.
yeah, exactly.
You
Nate.
need to
My
set
wife is called.
boundaries.
My wife is called twice since I've been on the Midday show. I didn't answer either one of those calls.
She answered 4 times last night. I didn't answer.
She caught you 4 times.
Yeah.
I fucking love that night.
I mean, that means she likes you.
Yeah.
Well, Nate, did you hear the good news about the Slob Olympics on the cruise?
No.
You and Vic are on opposite teams.
Woo!
Yeah, we don't know. Yeah, we don't know what teams we're gonna be on, but we do know that we're gonna be on opposite teams.
Fuck you, Vic.
So did you want to shit talk Vic real quick?
Well, I just thought.
Yeah, do you want to, Nate? Yeah.
Yeah, fuck you, Vic. Going down like a fucking drain there. Fucking
Yeah.
toilet.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. Well,
You're going down like you're
yeah,
fucking
well.
Alabama. You
Right.
know, you're so down bad that you can't even make a fucking free throw. And plus, you can't even touch a. I don't know if you can touch anything except for a
Damn.
keyboard. I don't know if you can touch down there.
Boy.
What else, Vic? What do you have for me? I can go on and on.
I hope not.
yeah, you know what? Yeah, we know what. Well, fuck you too. Nate. Yeah. So,
Yeah, I don't give a shit. Fuck you.
yeah, you're gonna go 7-5, like Michigan.
Oh,
You're gonna
damn.
Go, you're gonna go. What is it? 2-9, like Florida State. No, 4. Florida State
2-10.
record. Yeah, Florida State record.
Nate just punched himself in the face. Y'all can't see it, but he just punched his own self in the face.
So you're gonna
Good.
go 1-11 like Purdue. Yeah.
You're going. Oh, has any college football team had to go 0-14?
Yeah, Kent State. Yeah, Kent State did.
Are you going? You do you going the Kent State record?
Yeah,
0-14. There you go.
Yeah, Kent State was 0-12. Yeah.
Yeah, you're going 0-12 this season for Slav Olympics.
Hey, Nate, you know what Vic said when you weren't on air? He said even if we had a hockey competition, you'd come in last.
He doesn't have skates on, so he probably has
Damn.
at least an advantage than me. If he had like skates for his wheelchair, I would probably give him, I guess, 25% chance. I have, so not that high, not that low, but I'll still beat him. I can even body check him if I wanted to. In hockey. Now he might body check me like a bumper car.
Yeah, he just run you over.
Yeah.
Nah,
Advantage Vic on that one.
I'll just run you over, Nate.
Yeah.
nah.
Take your
I'm
legs
too
out right
fast
from
for
underneath you.
I don't know. I gotta wait till I see it. Not gonna happen. But yeah, you know what you are, Vic? You are the Vanderbilt of the Slavs.
Wow.
Oh, just tell him he's the Alabama of the Slobs.
Yeah. If I'm the Vanderbilt or the Slavs,
Like overall, Vanderbilt overall.
then you're
program.
then you're the Mississippi State of the Slavs. So
Damn.
Mississippi State as a whole is a little bit better than Vanderbilt.
are you sure? Not in football.
Well, they don't win a night ever. The only night Mississippi State won the night is probably baseball. That's
Yeah, they
probably
won.
it.
They have one baseball natty, and that's it.
And how about Vanderbilt? How they won?
Vanderbilt has a baseball natty. Yeah, I think they got like.
Oh, no,
I think they got like.
okay.
I think that they might have more than one. Not sure, but
Hold on, Nate. This trash talking session is amazing, but I got to address something here. According to Battle Angel, you were on the Bad Bitch Fuel show asking about marriage last week.
yeah,
No,
you're asking when is the best time to propose.
Though that is correct, I was probably high at the time.
You were probably high at the time.
Okay.
Now wait a minute. Hang on a second. What's today's date? Today is the 5th.
The
correct?
5th, yeah.
February 5th, yeah.
You know, he's talking about ending this relationship a week before Valentine's Day.
Oh, man.
Is that what this is, Nate?
Oof.
Are you trying to get out of a Valentine's Day present?
Wow.
No, actually, she asked me if she wanted to go ice skating on Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Although I did say yes, but
Okay.
So, have you? Where do you stand with her? You haven't broke up with her yet, have you?
I'm not staying with her like physically. I'm still at here, at my parents' house. But she.
I know that.
No, Nate, are y'all still in a relationship as of right now?
I guess.
You guess.
You guess.
You guess.
I really don't know if it's like a friendship or a relationship. I have no.
Well, I thought you told us it was a relationship.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I did, but she thinks it's a relationship. I have no.
You even put on Facebook that you're in a relationship.
Yeah.
I basically copied what she did.
I don't understand this, Nate. You've been on here for 4 years doing nothing but complaining that you didn't have a girlfriend and you weren't in a relationship. And then the minute you get one, you're complaining that you have a girlfriend and you're in a relationship. What the fuck, man?
Saying that she calls you all the time.
Nate, do you
It's hard
have?
to feel bad for you now. You just like to complain.
Nate, do you have FOC?
What's that?
Fear of commitment.
Uh-oh.
Maybe, probably.
Yeah.
And I did that because I was fear committing practicing the practice test of this driving thing. So, yeah.
Yeah, that's not a commitment. That's just a driving test.
Well, yeah. I know it's not a driving test. We are trying to practice the driving test, but yes.
So what you're saying is you used her to pass your driving test, and now that you already got your permit, you're done with her?
What I'm saying is when you said fear of commitment, I was fear committing of like practicing the learner's permit. That was trying to say.
You're not going to be a real dick and break up with her on Valentine's Day, are you?
No.
All right.
I'm not that guy that says, fuck you. I'm not that guy.
Be like that guy. Yeah, wait. Yeah, I would wait until President's Day. Yeah.
Okay. I'm not going to, no.
You know what's going to end up happening, Nate? You're going to break up with her, and then you're going to be out at the bowling alley or wherever the fuck you go, and you're going to see her with another guy, and you're going to be jealous.
I wouldn't mind, actually.
You wouldn't mind?
No.
Damn.
Now, wait a minute. That begs the question: is there some kind of chair in the corner of your bedroom?
There's a computer chair.
Uh-oh. I see where this is going.
Why?
Uh-oh. Are you sure you're not secretly a Florida fan? Dan Mullen's your favorite coach?
No.
Huh?
Damn, Nate.
No, at least I'll just be honest.
I don't get it. Why is it important if Nate has a chair in his room?
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, that's
Because he insinuated that he doesn't care if she's with another man. Let's put it that way.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to use your imagination a little bit, but.
I mean, it's like one of TS's friends in our community said like that you're not gonna have one set in stone girlfriend, which is like
wait a minute. I'm not in that community. Don't put me in that shit.
No. I'm not saying you. I'm saying
Slim's not in that community.
I'm not saying Slim. I'm saying me. I'm in that other community. That
Wait, you're in some other community besides this one?
Yeah, what community? What do you mean?
TF is. Oh, no.
Well, that pisses me off.
Community?
No.
I'm not in any other communities.
Yeah, me either.
What?
You know what? Actually, I'll make it up to you guys. I'll transfer that to the Slav community. There you go.
Wait a minute. You're in the transfer portal now?
Yeah, it's just Slavs.
Well, we don't want your apology. We want you to tell us what this other community is.
Yeah, and we're like Dabo Swinney. We don't take transfers over here.
True.
Yeah,
you got to commit to us from the beginning, and that's it. You can't even visit anywhere else.
I am, but okay. Let me try to explain, which I try. And
I mean, basically, Nate just admitted that he's cheating on us.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna try to explain as 100% I can.
Who's in this other community?
TF.
Well, he's in our community.
He's in the other community too.
No.
So, which means that
Listen, Traveling Fools is traveling around some dark corners of the web that you have no business being in, Nate.
Well, no. You can ask him.
Saying that, yeah, I do notice that when I go into TF streams, there's a lot of people that I don't
know. Yeah, so that's what
I don't know. So.
Yes, basically what I was trying to say. Yeah.
Do you think it was a good idea for you to show us or show your girlfriend all of our YouTube channels and tell her to subscribe to us, and then come on our shows where she might be watching and talk about her like this?
I don't know.
Yeah, did you do that, Nate?
She might be watching right now. You just don't know.
That is true, but I'm doubting it.
I mean, that's a terrible way for her to find out that you're going to break up with her on Valentine's Day.
Yeah, that's terrible.
I don't think she has YouTube, but
Yeah,
like you said,
watch.
For sure.
Everybody has YouTube. It comes pre-installed on every phone ever made.
Well, here I'm not gonna.
Just ask all the little Chinese kids. They put it on there.
Her things. So, but anyways, yeah. Moving on.
I'm not sure if you can just move on from that conversation, Nate.
Well, he came on here like he had a big announcement, and the big announcement, not you, it's me speech.
No, it was
saying, you didn't do anything wrong. It's not you, it's me. I'm just not ready for a relationship.
That's what I was trying to.
That's what you're going to tell her, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's me, not you.
Yeah.
And basically, you basically said what I was trying to look for what to say carefully. Thank you. I had no idea what to say if that situation came. So right now, I'm just following what she wants to do. Now,
Nate, I'm going to speak for everybody because I think they're going to agree.
What's up?
We're not mad. We're just disappointed.
Yeah.
At the same time as you are disappointed, I'm disappointed.
Plus, I think he's lying. He's saying he's not ready for a relationship, but he clearly is. He's been ready for years. And the first thing he's going to do whenever he gets out of this relationship is start looking for a new one.
What's wrong with that?
Well, you just said you weren't ready for one.
Well,
but you are. You're lying.
I did. Sorry.
You're lying to yourself, and then as a byproduct of that, you're lying to us.
Well, we were talking about it on, I think it was the Midday show the other day. I think Lou hit the nail on the head, where we had said some people just aren't happy unless they have something to complain about. And I think that's the something Nate wants to complain about.
Right.
I guess.
I don't know. Maybe if you had a different reason, like, her feet stunk or something, like, that would be more believable than what you're telling us. You're telling us because she calls
you. Easily solvable problem. Like you just slip in some Dr. Scholl's.
Insult her. That's the thing. What else I had to say?
You're mad because she calls you when you're playing Fortnite. That's why you're mad.
No.
Yeah.
You used to come on here and threaten to harm yourself because you didn't have a girlfriend.
Or that's one of the times I said that, and one time I said, "Fuck this, fuck life," but yeah, I moved on for that.
You just don't want to be happy, Nate.
Do you just not like this girl, or what?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, if you don't know, I guess that means no. But...
I'm just trying to support her the best I could.
If you did like her, you would know. So.
I think what it is. Go ahead.
What if you break up with her and it takes you another 4 or 5 years to find another girlfriend?
Then it'll take that long. Yes, I'm patient, which is a fact. it is what it is, I guess.
You're not patient though.
That's what
At
I said. I said
You're not patient at all
that's what I just
about
said
anything
that.
ever.
I just said that I'm impatient, which I just said a while ago. So
I do find it fishy, like Slim said, that you're doing this right before the cruise. I think the cruise has something to do with this.
no, she has nothing to do with the cruise.
I know she doesn't, but you do, and so you don't want to be tied down on a ship full of a bunch of hotties.
Exactly.
That's what it is.
What do you mean? Like explain?
I don't even know how I could explain it any better than I just did. You don't want to be tied down because you're going to be surrounded by a bunch of girls in bikinis, and you think something's going to happen.
And which is, I think, is something not going to happen.
Right.
Just
Me too.
reality.
Right.
But now there is a possibility that I could make a friend for 2 days, but that's about it.
See? I told you.
There you go.
Look, I'm being honest with myself. And I'm speaking the truth too.
Or your truth.
Well, I know before I wasn't being truthful, but I'm being honest and truthful what in reality is going to happen on a cruise. So, if
Mrs. Peete says,
break up with this girl, don't you think you should try kissing on her a little?
yeah.
we did not kiss one at all.
Would
That's what I'm saying.
that
Don't you
change
think you
things?
should?
I don't know.
You don't know?
Be a while before you get another opportunity. You might want to strike while the iron is hot.
I don't want a French kiss. Hell no, not yet.
Yeah, I mean, at least cop a feel or something.
You don't want a what kiss? French kiss? Is that what you just said?
Yeah, I don't want to do that.
Oh.
Why?
Yeah, why?
What's that sickness called? Where you
Something tells me she doesn't have any type of communicable disease.
Yeah.
I'm about to say, what are you afraid of catching mono?
No, it's like I want to say it's not sickness. It's a bug that
You're not going to get a disease from kissing somebody.
Well, why is like
unless they have a disease. But
not a disease? It's just like a where you
What if a piano falls on your fucking head? Kiss the damn girl. What in the fuck, man?
Right?
no.
Mrs. Peete says, don't listen to me for relationship advice. Well, don't listen to her because she's been in a relationship with me for a long fucking time. So it sounds like she's the fucked up one on that one.
Well,
Right.
Pete knows enough about relationships to have landed Mrs. Peete.
Yeah.
And Pete said he was lucky.
That's pretty good, honestly.
Yeah.
You were
And,
lucky.
and
Look
kept
at
a hold
Pete.
of her
Look at
for
Mrs.
20
Pete.
years.
Yeah.
Pete obviously has some serious game back in the day. There's no other explanation
Exactly.
for him ending up with Mrs. Pete.
Yeah.
That's a
It wasn't
fact.
His charisma or his charm.
I am charming. I don't know about charismatic.
Yeah.
Is that disease you were talking about? Is that a disease they call cooties?
No, maybe I
You
don't
think
know.
she has cooties, Nate?
I'm not curious, but it's like the first. It's like what teens get, where they first kiss each other. You get like a.
Yeah, that's not.
Mono is called the kissing disease.
Yeah, mono is what you're. I think that's what
Or
it's.
whatever it's called, yeah, mono, yeah. That's
Yeah.
something.
But that you can get that when you're 90. You don't have to be the first time you kiss somebody.
Well,
Plus, also, that by rule it means you think she's got some communicable disease.
man, she does. Like what I said before, she has a disability like me, where
That doesn't mean she's got a disease.
Damn,
kissing, hey, come on.
he's discriminating.
I think Nate's just afraid to kiss somebody.
Yeah, you can't.
because I've never kissed before a girl.
You're never gonna if you don't.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Does kiss on cheek count? No.
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 Okay, so you've done that, but
Well, I mean, everyone's done that. I mean, that you've done that to your grandma, Nate. I mean, that doesn't count.
Actually, when I was 9, it's, a girl. Well, one of my age, one like elementary school girls kiss me at same grade on cheek. So
Okay.
Well, if you go to dinner with her and you slather your pizza in cream cheese, she probably doesn't want to kiss you, and I wouldn't blame her.
actually, she didn't really mind that.
She doesn't? And then she's a
No.
keeper. God damn, Nate.
Yeah, you need to keep that then, Nate.
Why don't you
She's
smother
really-
her
she's really
lips in
so
cream
much-
cheese?
Yeah,
like
put
that?
cream cheese on her mouth.
Hey, babe, you have a little bit of white stuff. Okay.
Nate's worried about fucking mono. Nate, do you know how many times I've kissed Mrs. Pete in the past 20-something years? I mean, thousands. Guess how many times I've had mono?
0.
Zero. Zero.
What if I do get?
Well, that means that Mrs. Pete doesn't have mono. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's like Lou said. What if a piano falls on your head? I mean, what are we talking about?
Nate, why do you want to get your driver's license whenever you might get in a car wreck?
That's one reason, one of the fears I have, but
But it's not going to stop you from driving.
right.
Yeah.
Well, if
Exactly.
it's like a really major car accident, probably. But
I mean, are you saying you're going to be a virgin forever because you couldn't catch the clap?
I don't know. Probably.
Damn.
Sorry to ask.
I'll get one of these days, but
Nah, he's just afraid.
I am afraid, to be honest.
You're going to have to get over that, dude.
Y'all been dating long enough where it would be okay to kiss her.
Yeah.
I mean, you are correct. I mean, my brain says wait for the best time, which is, I don't know.
There's no...
Next time is the next time you see her.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, she said, ew, get off me.
Then you get off of her.
Yeah, yeah, definitely do
Well,
that.
she doesn't like it. She want to break off me.
Yeah, Nate, just no means no. Remember that.
Nope. Okay.
Yeah, if she gets mad and breaks up with you, then problem solved. That's what you wanted anyway. So either way you win. You either
There you
get
go.
a kiss, you either get a kiss or you get to be single again. Either way you win.
What do y'all think about the whole thing? Like, if he asked her first, do you think he should ask her or just do it? Like,
I mean, I think you should just do it.
I think you should just do it too. I always thought it was weird to be like, "Can I kiss you?" Then it makes it weird.
Yeah, I've never asked. I just do it.
Well, there are
like-
people that say you have to do that. You have to have consent for everything these days.
Right.
Well, it's the forgiveness versus permission argument.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
I'd rather ask forgiveness than permission.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. Yeah. Then she backs away. You just go, "Okay, I'm sorry. I thought I was getting some signals there."
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
and at the same time, I'm trying to learn from you experienced guys what you're trying to, teach me.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you shouldn't have kissed her on the first date or the first time you met her, and you didn't. But y'all been on multiple dates over a couple of months now. It would be okay to give her a kiss now, in my opinion.
I think so.
I agree.
Maybe I'll do that on a public on the ice skating rink, I guess.
Yeah, that's a perfect time to do it, actually.
Exactly.
Yeah. Now you're starting to get it.
And plus, on Valentine's Day, there is public skating. So
What is it? Couple skating? Is that what you said?
public skating, which is free skate.
Oh, isn't it always public
Valentine's Day
skating?
would be a great time to do it.
Yeah. And it's coming right up too.
Girls
And
eat that
plus
shit up for no reason.
She did ask me if she wanted to go to, she want me to ask her.
She wants you to take her out on Valentine's Day. Dude, she's basically begging you to kiss her.
So do that.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
guess so.
Do that.
Get her some flowers, box of
Well, let
chocolates.
me let you in on a little secret, Nate. Women are never going to come right out and tell you exactly what they want. Never.
Hey, yeah, you got to take hints.
Exactly.
Well, she always wants, like you said.
Her asking you to go out on a date on Valentine's Day you can't get a bigger hint than that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So.
I'm trying to learn here, so
That's as in your face as it gets with women.
And look at the good news.
right.
If she's disgusted by your kiss, she'll just break up with you and you get what you want anyway.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
And try again, I guess.
And then you don't look like an asshole.
Yeah, probably. And I mean, I would probably be still friends. We're friends on, but I probably doubt it. But if that happens,
That's what
But
you
I-
want.
I honestly do not know why I want. It's like you said.
I gotta go.
I actually have to go too, so it's perfect timing.
Ricky, thank you for coming, letting me on. And trying
Yeah,
to-
I hope we didn't confuse you too much.
No, you didn't. But
Okay.
thank you for trying to teach me. So.
Shit, I don't know how he's not confused. Fuck, I'm confused.
I know I'm confused too, Nate. Don't listen to anything we just said. All right.
I just did.
All right. Thank you. Good Lord. Vic, are you doing the Celine Driver show today, or what's going on with that?
Well, no, I think that he's supposed to be
Uh-oh.
show today. I haven't heard. He hasn't told me that he's not. So
All right. Good.
I'm going to show up and berate him about not going on the cruise.
That sounds like a good idea.
Try and bully him into it.
We can talk to him about the Super Bowl and see that'll make him mad.
Oh, yeah.
Because of course he's not going to watch it. But he is really going to watch it. But he's not going to watch it.
Yeah, even non-football fans watch the Super Bowl. Like, everybody watches it.
Well, he's not going to, but he's going to.
Right.
Yeah. So. All right, Vic. Thanks for coming on, buddy.
yeah.
All right, Slim. Have you started your job yet, or when's your first day?
Oh, God. By the time it gets through the process, it's probably going to be April.
Oh, okay.
Late March or April.
All
By
right.
the time everything gets done.
All right. Yeah, you got to go through all that bullshit training and all that shit too.
Oh, yeah.
Psych evaluation.
That's Monday.
Oh.
After the midday show, so I have to reveal the results, I guess, on Wednesdays if you have one.
Yeah, that'll be perfect timing, actually. I think you'll pass.
Yeah, probably.
I think you're opinionated, but I don't think you're crazy. So.
Yeah, that pretty much sums it up.
Yeah. All right, man. And that's it. If you don't see me again, I'll be back here for sure on Friday morning at 11 a.m. for another episode of the Midday Show. Everyone have a great rest of your Wednesday.